Hello everybody, Interitere back again with another video. I've been really sick, guys, the last couple of weeks. I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm not still 100% healthy, but I am 95 to 90%, 90 to 95% healthy. So, and when I'm feeling better, I always will do videos. I have had such a terrible cold or flu or I don't know what the heck this is. Since I came home from my home country, Macedonia, North Macedonia. So, but I'm starting to feel a little better, and I want to do a video because I miss you guys. I really do. I miss doing these videos. I miss talking about tennis, my big passion. So, why not do a video when I'm starting to feel a little better? And today's video, I want to talk about Rafael Nadal. Why not? The player who won the last Grand Slam in this year, and it was, of course, US Open earlier this month, when he won his 19th Grand Slam title. And today's topic will be, why do I believe Rafael Nadal will surpass Roger Federer's Grand Slam record? Why do I believe this will happen? Yeah, my friends, why do I believe this? Yes, because of Rafa. First of all, he's a tremendous good tennis player. He's holding a really good level. He's 33 years old. I know he's not as young as he used to be. He's older. He is not as fast as he used to be. But he still is holding a really good level, my friends. He's still producing great tennis. In this whole year, this season, just look at his Grand Slam stats. He has been in 3 Grand Slam finals. Australian Open, French Open, US Open. The only Grand Slam that he didn't play the final was in that Wimbledon, when he lost to Roger Federer in that semi-final. And it took a superb Roger Federer to stop him there. That semi-final match from Roger Federer was probably, in my opinion, his best match this year. That is what I feel anyway. So Rafa is still showing great level. And what makes Rafa so special, and what makes Rafa so dangerous, and what I personally believe he will surpass Roger Federer's Grand Slam record, is that he is dangerous in all Grand Slam events, my friends. He really is. You cannot count him out in Australian Open. French Open, we don't need even to speak about how dangerous he is there. He is the greatest clay court player of all time. We will never see a player like Rafa on clay ever again. Wimbledon, he is dangerous, my friends. US Open, of course, he's super dangerous. He has won US Open 4 times, and he has played 5 finals. My dear God, he has only won. Roger Federer, who is one of the greatest hardcore player of all time, has won US Open only 1 more time than Rafa Nadal. Roger has won US Open 5 times, and Rafa has won it now 4 times. My God, Rafa has won US Open more times than Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic has won US Open 3 times, and Rafa has won it 4 times now. So, these are my arguments why I truly believe Rafa will surpass Roger Federer's Grand Slam record. He has 19 now, and I believe he will win 21 for 21, at least 21, maybe more, but at least 21. That's why I believe. And then he has that French Open. He has that French Open, and we all know when Rafa plays French Open that he is the overwhelming favorite. It is not many players who can beat him there. It is not many players, my friends. Rafa is that kind of overwhelming favorite in French Open that he almost kills the excitement to watch that tournament. At least for me. I never watched Rafael Nadal's matches before quarterfinals or semifinals. I never watched it. I never watched Rafa's 5 first matches in French Open. At least not the first 4 matches. You know that when Rafa lost to Robbie Söderling 10 years ago in 2009, I didn't saw the first set because it was a 4th round match. I didn't saw the first set, and my friends was texting me on my phone and was telling me, Inter, watch Rafa. he has just lost the first set against Robin. And then I start to watch the match after the first set. And then of course I've seen the match after in replay and seen the first set after the match was ended. But live I didn't saw the first set because I never see Rafa's matches, at least the first four matches in French Open, because it is not any excitement to watch him in French Open the first couple of matches. All the reason because he's so overwhelming favorite in French Open, and all this makes me believe that Rafa will surpass Roger Federer's Grand Slam record. It really makes me believe that. Yes, of course, Rafa is not as good as he was before. One friend of mine told me last week, a big Federer fan like me, and he loves tennis like me. He said that Rafa is not as good as he used to be. And yes, I agree with him, and I agree with other people around the world who believe the same way, that Rafa is not as good as he used to be. Especially he's not as good in defensive as he used to be. He's not a walking wall or running wall like he used to be 7 to 10 years ago. He doesn't squeeze unforced errors from his opponents like he used to be. Because back in the years, Rafa was a walking or running wall. Everything you threw at him, he was throwing back at you. Because he was so good in defensive. He was so good of reaching all the balls on the court. He's not quite as good nowadays because he's older, he's slower, but Rafa has developed other things that he didn't do as great 10 years ago. He serves better, his backhand is better, and he is much better on offensive. He strikes more winners nowadays than he did 10 years ago, because he doesn't want to play grueling long rallies like he used to do 10 years ago to keep his body more healthy. Just look at the US Open final earlier this month against Medvedev. Rafa struck 62 winners, I believe, against Medvedev. That is great, man. That is great, my friend. 62 winners against a player like Medvedev, who is a running wall, who is the worst version of Rafael Nadal himself. He struck 62 winners, and only 5 of those 62 winners were aces, because aces are winners as well, like we all know. Only 5. Rafa didn't have his best serving day in that US Open final against Daniil Medvedev. Only 5. So Rafa struck 57 clean winners outside aces. 57, my friends. So Rafa is not as good as he used to be 7 to 10 years ago on defensive, on squeezing unforced errors from his opponents, but he is better on other parts of the game. He's serving better. He's better offensive. He does much more winners nowadays. So Rafa is super dangerous. And then we have Rafa's consistency, my friends. Rafa is so deadly consistent. I have said it in my videos before. Rafa has 4 levels. Roger and Novak have 5 levels. I'm going to tell you what Roger's and Novak's levels are. Roger's and Novak's level are: they have horrible level, they have average level, they have good level, they have super great level, and then they have beast level. These 5 levels Roger and Novak has. Are you getting me? Horrible level, average level, good level, super great level, and beast level. Out of this world level. Call it what you want. The absolute top. And then we have Rafa. Rafa has only 4 levels, my friends. He doesn't have that 5 level. I'm going to tell you. Rafa doesn't have horrible level. Rafa never makes horrible matches. Rafa has average level. This horrible level, Rafa doesn't have. Rafa have average level, good level, super great level, and beast level. Out of this world level. That's the difference between Rafa and Novak and Federer. Novak and Djokovic and Federer, they have that horrible level, which Rafa doesn't have. Have we ever seen Rafa doing horrible matches? I don't know about you guys, but I sure haven't. But Federer and Djokovic, they have done horrible matches throughout the years. Just look at Federer's last match against Dimitrov in US Open. He did not a great match. He did 61 unforced errors. And some of you can say, but he was hurt in the last 4th and 5th set. Yeah, he was not 100%. I agree. But he was not deadly hurt. He was not deadly hurt, my friends. If Federer was deadly hurt, I can guarantee you that he would not play the Laver Cup. An exhibition tournament. An exhibition tournament. He would not have played the Laver Cup if Roger Federer was deadly hurt. So Roger lost against Dimitrov because Dimitrov was the better player that day. And because of Roger was little hurt. Yes, he was little hurt. At least the 4th and the 5th set. But that is not the whole reason why Roger lost that match, my friends. That is not the whole reason. The main reason, the most important reason was because of Dimitrov was the better player that day. The same for Djokovic against Stan Wawrinka. Djokovic was not 100% healthy. Yeah, I know that. But Djokovic was not deadly hurt. He was not deadly hurt. I saw that match. You believe that Djokovic would have pulled out that match? You will believe that Djokovic will finish that match? You believe that Djokovic will go out that match if he was not being down under 2-0 like he was? I'm sorry. You believe that, my friend? No. If the match was 1-1, no, Djokovic will never finish that match. We will never throw the towel. He will never throw the towel on court. But Djokovic was down 2-0 and then he throw the towel. And we know that Stan Wawrinka has created troubles for Djokovic in the past. And some of you can say, but how can you say that Stan Wawrinka has created troubles for Djokovic when the head-to-head is 19-6? Yeah, 19-6. Yeah, I know that, my friends. But 4 of those matches that Djokovic has won has been in slams. 4 of matches have been in slams. So Stan Wawrinka creates troubles for Novak Djokovic. Period. Especially in slams. And the other thing, analyze this thing, my friends. What is more likely? Rafa to win 2 more majors to get to 21? Or Roger Federer to win 1 more major to get to 21? In my opinion, for me, it is more likely that Rafa wins 2 more majors. Why? I gave my argument in this video. Why I believe that. Roger Federer, I truly hope he wins 1 more. I truly hope. But do I truly believe that? No. Because why? He has that horrible level. He has that horrible level. Yeah, he has average level, he has great level, he has super great level, he has beast level, but he has that horrible level, and he can show that horrible level, especially now when he's older. He showed that against Millman last year US Open. He showed that in Dimitrov in this year US Open. He showed that against Stefanos Tsitsipas in this year's Australian Open earlier this year. He shows it time to time. I know he was only 1 point away of winning his 21th major in Wimbledon against Djokovic, but he didn't win it. He didn't win it, and that's what it counts, my friend. People will not remember of you that you was just 1 point away of winning a major. People will remember you when you lift that trophy. And Federer didn't lift that trophy. He didn't lift the trophy. He came deadly close, but unfortunately, he didn't lift it. He just couldn't win that last important point. So I truly believe that Federer has won his last slam. I hope I'm wrong. I truly hope I'm wrong because I'm a big Federer fan. And I truly believe that Rafa will win at least 2 more majors. At least 2 more majors. Maybe more, but at least 2 more majors because he's too good of not doing. He's too good in all the slams, especially in French Open, but in the other 3 as well. In the other 3 as well. So that is what I feel about Rafael Nadal. That is the reasons why I believe Rafael Nadal will surpass Roger Federer's Grand Slam record. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye-bye.